Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. The city of Penticton, BC, has declared a local state of emergency and ordered evacuations following a massive 3-alarm fire at the construction site of a long-term care home. The blaze, reported around 10 p.m. Wednesday at 43 Green Avenue, quickly engulfed the 3-story wood frame structure. Due to the presence of an unstable crane, an updated evacuation order was issued for 10 properties in the vicinity, though residents outside this area are now permitted to return. No injuries were reported. Health Minister Josie Osborne expressed that the fire is devastating for seniors in the region and will necessitate an urgent reset of the project to build more long-term care homes quickly. This destruction further impacts the province's long-term care capacity, especially after the government recently canceled several other care home construction contracts. The project, known as the Skaha Seniors Community, was a partnership between the BC government and Kaigo Senior Living. With a planned completion in 2028, Infrastructure Minister Bowen Ma confirmed an insurance claim has been submitted, but the full impact on the timeline is still unclear, noting the project was only 6 months into its framing phase. BC Seniors advocate Dan Levitt highlighted the already critical shortage of beds, with 6 of 9 local homes having over a 6-month waitlist, placing an immense burden on families. He called for urgent action as the current government plans fall short of the 16,000 additional beds needed in the next decade. The Canadian Press. Family and friends of Arnold and Joanne DeYoung filled an Abbotsford, BC, courtroom on Thursday to deliver anguished victim impact statements. This came weeks after Abhijit Singh, Gurkaran Singh, and Kashvir Taur were convicted of the first-degree murders of the couple, who were found dead in their home in May 2022 following a home invasion. Daughters Sandra Barthel, Kimberly Coleman, and Heather Hoagland detailed the life-altering loss, describing their worlds as shattered and expressing the profound, lasting pain and sleepless nights caused by the immense evil visited upon their loving parents. Relatives spoke of children robbed of their grandparents and the hurtful rumors that circulated before the trial. The court heard that Arnold DeYoung, 77, died by asphyxiation, while Joanne DeYoung, 76, was bludgeoned and had her throat slashed. A constitutional challenge related to the faint hope clause, which could allow for earlier parole applications, was filed by Taur's defense. Justice Brenda Brown set future dates to address the charter challenge and media applications, with a potential sentencing date in the fall, more than 4 years after the murders, a revelation that drew gasps of disappointment in the gallery. The Canadian Press. As reported by CTV News, Leonard Krekich, a former massage therapist from BC's Lower Mainland, has been found guilty on 12 counts of sexual assault. He was acquitted on 1 additional count. The BC Prosecution Service stated that the offenses took place in Surrey between Das Rare in 1993 and 2017. The RCMP began investigating Krekich in 2021 after receiving numerous reports of assaults during massage treatments, leading to the announcement of the initial 8 criminal charges in 2023. The College of Massage Therapists of BC, which has since been replaced by the College of Complementary Health Professionals of BC, canceled Krekich's registration following its own investigation. The college described his case as one of the most severe ever reviewed by its disciplinary committee, emphasizing that sexual touching of patients will not be tolerated. Krekich was also fined $10,000 and ordered to pay $95,952 in costs. He is banned from reapplying for registration until 2028, with any future applications subject to review by a registration committee. Krekich is scheduled to appear in court on June 4 to set a sentencing date. The watFirstNation has identified 72 days required for its 2026 reconnection periods at Pipi 7 Îles, also known as Joffre Lakes Park, for cultural and spiritual activities. However, the provincial government has announced public closure dates amounting to only 29 days, which is less than half of the requested periods. Critically, these dates were set without discussion with the watNation and differ from their initial requests. The nation emphasizes that heavy recreational use of the park harms the land and impedes their ability to exercise traditional rights and responsibilities, including harvesting, ceremonies, and intergenerational knowledge transfer. Political Chief Dean Nelson stressed that these are not mere requests, but necessary reconnection periods for their people. The watNation has urged the province to update the dates to reflect their original submission and expects a response by June 2, highlighting that reconciliation demands action and mutual respect, as reported by City News Everywhere. CBC News reports that 8 gray whales have been found dead in British Columbia this year, marking an alarming spike in fatalities for the population. Fisheries and Oceans Canada, DFO, is actively investigating these deaths, including a recent discovery on a Haida Gwaii beach on May 24. Paul Cottrell, DFO Marine Mammal Coordinator, warned that the actual number of deaths is likely much higher due to BC's vast and isolated coastline, suggesting this year could surpass the 2019 record of 11 gray whale deaths in the province. Researchers, including John Kalambokides from Cascadia Research Collective, believe the whales are starving as they migrate north, attributing this to a dramatic decline in available prey in their Arctic feeding grounds. Gerplates' 216 gray whale deaths were recorded in 2019, leading to an unusual mortality event. The eastern North Pacific gray whale population, currently estimated at just under 13,000, has been listed as a species of special concern since 2005. Jackie Hildering of the Marine Education and Research Society is advocating for all gray whales to be relisted as an endangered species in Canada, which would unlock crucial legislative action, research funding, and educational initiatives for their protection. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.